Time. It is a new year and small businesses are hoping for a comeback in 2021. Locally, there are millions of dollars in grants being given out to try to keep these businesses afloat, whether it's through PPP loans or private grants. And Leah Shields shares one store's story of resilience.
Jacksonville was once called the second best city in the country for small businesses. And as you know, in 2020, it's been a tough year. Tens of thousands of small businesses have permanently closed. Now, LISC Jacksonville is investing $500,000 back into small businesses like Bark to make sure that they stay open past the pandemic.
I think I speak well for my wife that she opened this business 11 years ago, and she has more determination than anything. There was no way we were going to close. But as entrepreneurs and especially small business owners, we knew we just had to figure it out.
Bark on Park and Bark on Main was started by a 20-something-year-old with a determination to try something new. 11 years later, Jamie Yoakum Pittman now runs the dog boutique and grooming business with her husband, Matt Pittman. They may not be considered essential, but the success of the business is essential to their livelihood and their staff. Last month, about 9 months into the pandemic, they got a helping hand in the form of $10,000. This money is actually coming from Wells Fargo, which has invested $400 million into small businesses around the nation. And this $500,000 has helped 28 businesses here in Jacksonville. In 5 points, Leah Shields, First Coast News on your side.